Human evolution is the lengthy process of change by which people originated from ape-like ancestors. Scientific evidence shows that the physical and behavioral traits shared by all people originated from ape-like ancestors and evolved over a period of approximately 6 million years. One of the earliest defining human traits, bipedalism, the ability to walk on two legs, evolved over 4 million years ago. Other, the other important human characteristics, such as a large and complex brain, the ability to make and use tools, and the capacity for language, developed more recently. Many advanced traits, including complex symbolic expression art and elaborate cultural diversity, emerged mainly during the past 100,000 years. Humans are primates. Physical and genetic similarities shows that the modern human species, Homo sapiens, has a very close relationship to another group of primate species, the apes. Humans and the great apes, large apes of Africa, chimpanzees, including bonobos, are so-called pygmy chimpanzees, and gorillas share a common ancestors that lived between 8 and 6 million years ago. Humans first evolved in Africa, and such of a human evolution occurred on that continent. The fossils of early humans who lived between 6 and 2 million years ago come entirely from Africa. Most scientists currently recognize some 15 to 20 different species of early humans. Scientists do not all agree, however, about how these species are related or which ones simply died out. Many early human species, certainly the majority of them, left no living descendants. Scientists also debate over how to identify the class particular species of early human and about what factor influenced the evolution and instinct of each species. Early human migrates out of Africa into Asia, probably between 2 million and 1.8 million years ago. They entered Europe somewhat later, between 1.5 million and 1 million years. Species of modern humans populated many parts of the world much later. For instance, people first came to Australia probably within the past 60,000 years and to the Americas within the 30,000 years or so. The beginning of agriculture and the rise of first civilization occurred within the past 12,000 years. The process of evolution.
Stages in human evolution. The following are the stages of human evolution. Dryopithecus. These are deemed to be ancestors of both man and apes. They live in China, Africa, Europe, and India. The genus Dryopithecus refers to the oakwood apes. When Dryopithecus was alive, the tropical lowlands which it inhabited were densely forested, so the members could have predominantly been herbivores. Ramapithecus. Their first remains were discovered from the Shivalik Range in Punjab and later in Africa and Saudi Arabia. They live in open grasslands. Two pieces of evidence confirm their hominid status: thickened tooth enamel, robust jaws, and shorter canines. Usage of hand for food and defense, and extrapolations of upright posture. Australopithecus. The fossils of their genus was first discovered in 1924 in South Africa. They live on the ground, use stones as weapons, and walk erect. They were 4 feet tall and weighed 60 to 80 pounds. Homo erectus. The first fossils of Homo erectus was found in Java in 1891. These were named as Pithecanthropus erectus. These were considered as the missing link between the man and apes. Another discovery made in China was the Peking man. This specimen had large cranial capacities and is believed to have lived in communities. Homo erectus used tools comprising quartz. Tools made of bones and wood were also discovered. There is evidence of collective huntings. There is also evidence of the use of fire. The Homo erectus believed to dwell in caves. Homo sapiens neanderthalensis. The Homo erectus evolved into Homo sapiens. During evolution, two subspecies of Homo sapiens were identified: Homo sapiens neanderthal and Homo sapiens sapiens. The cranial capacity of Neanderthal grew from 1,200 to 1,600 cc. Some small hand axes had also been discovered. These species of hominids could hunt big names such as mammoth. Homo sapiens sapiens. The remains of Homo sapiens were first discovered in Europe and were named Cro-Magnon. In this, the jaw are quite reduced, the modern man chins appeared, and the skull was rounded. Their cranial capacity was about 1,350 cc. They gathered food through hunting. Art first appeared during this time.
What is the evolution of a man? Modern humans originated in Africa and within the past 200 years ago and evolved from their most likely recent common uncertain Homo erectus with means upright mane and Latin Homo erectus in an extent of human that lived between 1.9 million and 135 years ago. When was the evolution of a man? About 315 years ago, geologically, with humans are Homo and a culture bringing upright walking space that lives on the ground and very likely first involved in Africa about 315 years ago. And human evolution is the latent process of a change by which people originated from ape-like uncertain. Scientific evidence show that the physical and behavioral traits shared by all people originated from ape-like uncertain and evolved over a period of up 6 million years.
Overview: Homo sapiens, the first modern humans, evolved from their early hominid predecessors between 200,000 and 300,000 years ago. They developed a capacity for language about 50,000 years ago. The first modern human began moving outside of Africa starting about 70,000 to 100,000 years ago. What was the most significant evolution of man? The most significant one in the evolution of modern man, Homo sapiens from the ancestors, is increasing brain capacity. The human species developed in a much larger brain than that of other primates, typically 1,330 cm in the modern humans, other twice the size of that of a chimpanzee or gorilla.
Modern humans originated in Africa within the past 200,000 years and evolved from their most likely recent common ancestor, Homo erectus, which means upright man in Latin. Homo erectus is an extinct species of human that lived between 1.9 million and 135 years ago. The term "man" from Proto-Germanic "man", person, and words derived from it can design any or even all of the human race, regardless of their sex or age. In traditional usage, "man" without an article itself refers to the species of to humanity, mankind as a whole. The Germanic word developed into Old English "man". The first human ancestor lived between 5 million and 7 million years ago, probably when some ape-like creatures in Africa began to walk habitually on two legs. There were flocking crowd stone tools by 2.5 million years ago. Then some of them spread from America into Asia and Europe after 2 million years ago.